Sometimes being the only woman in the room is not easy, but luckily that's truly reducing now with so many more women in every sphere of life, with inclusion in boards. I believe that it's very important for us to do whatever we can to ensure that we just close the gender gap in India and across the world. It has been said that the Economic Forum, the Global Gender Gap Report of 2021, said that another generation of women would have to wait for gender parity. And overwhelmingly in all conversations across different women's groups, women are saying we're not ready to wait. And though we started the Greater 50 almost a year ago, I think that we have achieved quite a bit. And this mission was really to find a way to work on inclusion at every level of the economy, the enterprise, of enhanced entrepreneurial and decision-making skills for women, and also to support, empower, and inspire them. I think that, of course, sometimes being the only woman in the room is not easy, but luckily that's truly reducing now with so many more women in every sphere of life, with inclusion in boards. But I have actually found over the years that at a workplace and in the world at large, we're dealing with human beings. So the combination of good educational background, great experience, a positive attitude, and a certain sensitivity to human beings is the perfect mix. And a well-trained woman is as good or sometimes better than that. Women are really the foundation and the pivot around which every home revolves. It is studied that 70% of health decisions are now being taken by women, which doctor, which hospital. But more significantly, the food at home, the purchasing around that, all these are also influenced by women. So it's important for us to make women empowered about health knowledge and health awareness, acknowledge their pivotal role in the healthcare ecosystem, and find ways to empower them to take the right decision towards keeping a healthy family, which ultimately creates a healthy nation. It's very important for us to focus on women's health because we know that our infant and maternal mortality is still uncomfortably high. So women's rights, birth control, sexually transmitted infections, and then moving on to breast cancer, healthy pregnancy, early screening for breast cancer and ovarian cancer, the power of a mammogram, menopause, hormone therapy, the impact of osteoporosis, why do you need to have a bone densitometry? Women and heart disease, there's this presupposition that women don't get cardiac ailments, but post-50 or post-menopause, women are equally susceptible. So many aspects of health are important. And I think that, of course, mental health, well-being, diet, nutrition, and stress. Because while it is automatically assumed that stress is only in the workplace, sometimes being an overworked housewife can also be very stressful. So first I want to say that it's so important for us to do this because in the knowledge era, so much of everything that we do is going to see technology and science as the pivot. And therefore having women in this area is very important. And to bring more women parity or gender parity around STEM education, I think there are 3 goals which were outlined by UNESCO which are important for us to understand and adopt. So first, it's important for us to improve the participation of women in the achievement and in the numbers in STEM education and reduce the gender gap. Second, we have to strengthen their capacity to deliver gender responsive STEM education. So whether it's in teacher training, educational content, the methodology, schools which have simple things like are the toilets usable for girls to go, or sometimes do they not go to school or to college because of these environments? So gender sensitive environments. And finally, and most importantly, I think workshops and methodology which inspire women to not just get qualified in these areas, but to use this knowledge and this awareness and to continue to work. Because to have an engineer or a scientist who becomes a stay-at-home housewife is something which I think is a sad loss of that education. Some of the greatest power in the world lies within a woman. And, we all respect and revere Mother Earth, Mother Nature, our motherland. Well, our mother and the power of femininity is important. I believe that initiatives like Her Circle and the Greater 50 are small but very important pebbles in this ocean of humanity which create a ripple. And this ripple keeps increasing or growing so that more women can be encompassed.